everyone, welcome back to the Gundam Close-Up View. In the previous two episodes, we did a revisit to the two most famous mobile suits from the Seed Destiny anime, the Master Grade Destiny Gundam and the Master Grade Strike Freedom Gundam, respectively released in 2007 and 2006. If you are a Seed Destiny fan, there are 1.5 more main mobile suits in the storyline. The half is for the Legend Gundam. Despite the fancy name, its appearance in the anime isn't that remarkable. Seemed to me it was there just to fill the role. Well, that was my thought at least for that machine. If you're a fan of the Legend Gundam, just don't beat me up, okay? Moving on with the last cow of the mobile suit, the one and only partner in crime with the Strike Freedom Gundam. Yes, we are talking about the 1100 Master Grade Infinite Justice Gundam, a Master Grade that was released in 2008. So what we are looking here is a snap-built finished product with panel line and out-of-the-box decal. Alright, let's see how well this kit holds against time. So on our left is the box art, similar to the box art of the Strike Freedom full burst mode version. The art captures a fighting moment of the Infinite Justice Gundam, therefore you can literally see the machine's winged beam blade to your face. How cool is that? We can pinpoint many other mobile suits in this box art, and even the Archangel battleship is presented here. Of course, Strike Freedom and the Legend is also here. Moving to the right, we have all the weapon and accessory coming with the model kit. One physical shield and one beam shield, two beam saber effect part and the connector, one high energy beam rifle, 6 other beam effect part, 3 for the leg, 2 for the backpack, and 1 for the shield. It also comes with a wire, but I have lost it somewhere. There are 3 other displays stand connector, which we'll go into detail later. So moving on with the question, is this 2008 model still good to buy? If so, should you include this to your collection? The main selling point of this machine is the variety beam effect and the Fatum 01 fly pack. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. The fly pack has quite a look and highly playable, which is the key element to get the iconic pose. However, let's get over the appetizer first by checking all the accessory and weapon of this model kit. Let's have a look at the shield. Even though this mobile suit is built for close range attack, the shield is packed with different mode and gimmick. This is a very colorful shield. We have the white, pink, gray, silver, dark pink, and tiny yellow. It is slightly thick compared to any other regular shield. At the end of the shield, a beam effect can be attached to form a shield beam saber. Not only that, the pink part can also be detached to make a beam boomerang. The silver part here is the grapple stinger. In order to use it, we have to push it from the inside, detach the stinger, and connect it to the wire to create a shooting pose. Next is the beam shield. It can be attached to the emitter here. The one thing I want to mention about the shield over here is that underneath the blue transparent plastic, there are also some sparkling things underneath, and it's actually make the thing shiny even more compared to the Strike Freedom version, and also the size is a little bit smaller as well. This shield also has a handle along with the forearm connector peg, so you can have a Gundam holding it. Passing to the beam saber, since this model kit is built for close range combat, the beam saber handle is somewhat bigger than a regular beam saber. When not in use, it can be stored on top of the side skirt armor. Similar to the Strike Freedom, both beam saber can be combined to form a twin-edge beam saber. However, the difference is its connector. For the Infinite Justice, we have to detach the end of each beam handle and use the connector pieces. It's a little bit cumbersome to keep it, but we end up with a balanced look while holding the weapon, because the connector has an open slot for holding. One more thing I want to mention is that the beam effect part of this model is specially made with the sparkling glister inside the plastic. Even though this is a very simple and very thin, but you can see it's actually very long and very sizable to hold. It may bump into the other thing as well. Okay, so moving on with the high energy beam rifle. Since this mobile suit is partner in crime with the Strike Freedom, its beam rifle also get a special treatment. We have pink on top of white and the white on top of the gray. Bandai even make a separate pink covering over here as well. This is full of detail. If you look closely, you will see a crack in the barrel. This was my mistake for overusing the thinner back then, So yeah, be careful when you use thinner on plastic, especially the tiny part. Back to the rifle. The only complaint I have is the connector pack was given it an awkward look on the side, but it's actually still acceptable with the detailed and beautiful rifle we have over here. So let's have a look at another beam effect part. There are 3 beam effects made for the leg, 2 long and 1 short. The placeholder of these are on the knee armor plus the feet. The long one is used to recreate the kicking effect, while the short one recreates the standby mode. Another 2 beam effect parts are for the fly pack. It can be attached to the sides of both wings. Upcoming is the Fatum 01 fly pack. From far away, this looks like a flying bird, and this is a deadly one for sure. As mentioned earlier, the wing can turn into a beam plate, and also the head of the fly pack is also equipped with multiple beam plates as well. We can see the shape of the physical plate here on the edge. This area is where the beam comes out in the anime. Unfortunately, Bandai did not include any beam effect for this portion. Enough of the plate. This fly pack comes with 2 cannon and 4 grenade launcher, which are stored on top of the back thruster. To reveal those beautiful grenades, we just need to slide back the cover. The cannon can point up and down within 180 degrees. Depending on different mode, it can be positioned back and front by sliding it. Underneath the main body, it also has a handle to recreate the handling pose. When the fly pack is not in use, we just need to fold the head, retract the wing, and by pushing the main thruster toward the center of the fly pack. There's a built-in gimmick to fold the wing back automatically when we do that. Let's take a moment to appreciate the fine detail of the Fatum 01 fly pack, thruster front and back. Additional thruster on the back of the wing. All the decal combined with all the detail really make this fly pack look beautiful. Bandai also provide a special connector so we can display the fly pack by itself if we desire. So next is moving to the model. For the lower body in terms of detail or inner frame exposure, with the Destiny Gundam has the least and the Strike Freedom has the most, the Infinite Justice would be moderate. We take in consideration the panel line opportunity plus color separation. Regarding to mechanic, armor split on the thigh and the knee armor separation, while bending is a standard for Seed Destiny kit. I personally really like the leg proportion of this model. Not too pointy, not too bulky, not too thin. Everything just looks right. Especially the silver thruster part here. And then the white armor pieces is bended in a perfect angle. Even the shape of the feet is unique. On the back, we have additional moving thruster, and you know what? The green inner pieces really peek through. That was a very nice touch. Moving to the waist section, we see vein on front skirt armor, the side skirt armor, and also the back skirt armor. You have to be patient with cleaning the panel line ink on this section because there's a ton of detail. And regarding to articulation, it can do a lot of pose on the lower body to recreate those iconic images. So moving on to the upper body. It cannot be turned 360 because it will be hindered by the back skirt. And it can do quite a bit of extreme pose since the display stand can be connected directly to the fly pack thanks to those special connectors. The torso is 90% identical to the Strike Freedom. This is understandable since they are sister machined. The green line next to the black and white pieces on the front really help to make the color tone pop up. We see 4 Vulcan in total on the torso, 2 up here and 2 down here. One thing I want to point out is the 2 on the bottom are actually clear apart. Moving on the shoulder armor again, get your fine point Gundam marker ready for the panel line job and you would be pleased with the result. This trend is carried throughout the whole hand of the model. Many areas for panel line, for sure. In terms of articulation, not a problem at all. The only limitation would be our imagination plus the shoulder armor. Lastly, the head. For some reason, the Infinite Justice does not have those two veins on the mouth armor pieces, plus an oversized chin. Like the iconic tall antenna is carried it from the Aegis to the Justice and now to the Infinite Justice. We can also spot another setup for Vulcan equipped on side of the head as well. Those unique designs combined together does give an oddly satisfied look for this model. The only complaint here is the V-fin would get in the way of the flight pack cannon, but this is still acceptable. So in conclusion, Bandai did a lot of improvement on this model considering it's sharing 90% similar inner frame with the Strike Freedom and the Destiny Gundam. I would say this model is the most balanced kit out of all three that were released. Despite it being a 2008 model, you can still pull off a lot of iconic poses of the Infinite Justice, the hanging pose and tilting on the side and kicking pose. Unlike all the famous models, Bandai does not release Infinite Justice in many different product lines yet. You can only find this model in the high grade and the master grade line. Even though the high grade recently got a revised version and Bandai actually called it the high grade cosmic era, compared to the master grade, it still lacks of detail. And we are talking about panel line, decal, right? A lot. Therefore, definitely get the master grade if you are a fan of this mobile suit. This is a very good master grade with minimal fraud. Get it and you won't regret it for sure. So alright, this is all I have to share on this master grade Infinite Justice. So thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, share and hit that notification button. Bye bye and see you next time.